Day 3, we drove over to Lake Tekapo, and we were going to see like an observatory show. It was like I think it's called the like Dark Sky Project. And but that day, sadly, it was too cloudy. So what they did was they did like a presentation, kind of like planetarium, like an indoor show where they kind of, I enjoyed it. I mean, I still learned a lot, but yeah, it was, I think they refunded part of our ticket because it was a like cheaper experience. So yeah, we were bummed we couldn't see the show, but we still got to see something. And yeah, so this was day 3.
So we're going to start off by learning about how we see the night sky, and we do this using our telescopes. Now, this telescope has come a very long way across the world, and it's been around in a very long time. This is our sheer telescope, and this is a refracting telescope. So it allows us to move the telescope anywhere in the night sky. And it does still get used, not as much as it should do, but once or twice a year we get this telescope out and we have a look through it. And it's still, these stars are all a little bit too far away and they're a little bit too faint, so we can't see them individually like the rest of the stars in the sky. Instead we see their light combining together, merging into this fuzzy, hazy glow of form helium, the next highest element on the periodic table. Now atoms, the nuclei of atoms are positively charged. So it's like trying to take two north ends of magnets and push them together. They get a job of reflecting the sunlight, making it look nice and bright up there in the night sky. Now there is one planet that we can spot that is slightly closer than Venus. This is just over 100 million kilometers away, and this planet over here is just under 100 million kilometers away. Now what planet could we be looking at here? Mars, exactly, the red planet. And we see the planets moving through them as well. So the name for planets comes from the ancient Greek for wanderer, because over months and years these planets do wander through the sky. There you go. So now you can see they are always going to be along this line here. Coming around to find Saturn again, like so. It's one full rotation over 24 hours. Everything is going to rotate once in the sky in one full circle until we end up pretty much exactly back where we started. So that's why we need to find this part of the sky. It's always above south and it's always going to be stationary right here. Now, if we try to follow along the long axis here across the sky until we hit a bright star. That's going to be this star right here. This is a star named Arcana, and it's the brightest star in this entire patch of the night sky. So we can find it pretty easily. So you should have your left hand on the cross, your right hand on Arcana, and on the count of 3, we're going to clap those hands together and we're going to find south. Is everybody ready? Yeah. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. You should have clapped to get to the middle. This is the south celestial pole. Now if you then just bow those hands down to the horizon, this is going to be looking pretty much directly south. 160,000 light years away. Now that is an enormous distance, but this makes it one of the closest galaxies, or closest significant galaxies to our Milky Way. The Andromeda Galaxy, which you might have heard of before, that is 2 million light years away, so more than 10 times the distance to this galaxy right here. The Small Macular Cloud is a little bit smaller, it's about 1/10 of the size of this one here, but it's also further away as well. This is about 200,000 light years away, roughly 10 times closer to us than that Andromeda Galaxy. And we can spot these up in the sky with the naked eye, which is super duper cool, so that's why they're my favourite things. find a shoulder, another shoulder, and then his head in these stars here. And he's holding out a shield or a basket over in this direction, depending on the prediction or the depiction. And over here he has a sword or dagger dangling down on that belt. So if you're not entirely sure what we're looking at here, here's a little bit of art to help you out. That is that upside down Orion. Now, we can use the constellations to tell stories in the sky. And that's exactly what we do with Orion. Because you can see he's facing off here against the bull of Taurus. Now, Taurus is made from this V of stars here. This is a star cluster called the Hyades, with this orange star being the raging red eye of the bull. That is a red giant star, one of these dying stars that we've already talked about. This one here is named Aldebaran. And you can see that Taurus is kind of protecting this little group of stars here on Orion. So this is a group of stars that in Western astronomy we call the Pleiades, or the Seven Sisters. These are depicted as 7 beautiful daughters of one of the great titans of Greek mythology. And they are being pursued by the hunter Orion, just up here, making his unwanted advances, but they are then being protected by the bull of Taurus in the middle.